It's 4:45 anti-meridian and still dark outside. Look at this. Lights are out and I'm ready to crush this anti-meridian cardio. You can't see me, but it's gonna be so good it's bad. It's bad.
This is Dwayne Johnson, better known as The Rock. We
usually sleep for 5 hours of sleep.
Actor, businessman, and at 53 years old, his physique is simply incredible.
We live here in the forest, it's earthquake season, but when it's time to go to the gym, we have to go to the gym and they're not stopping us. I'm working.
In all my competition. All right, Saturday afternoon, empty gym, the way we like it.
And today I'm going to test The Rock's morning routine. Wake up at 3:30 in the morning cardio, heavy workout, no excuses. But the question is, will this transform me or destroy me? Music. Man, what am I doing with my life, dude? Waking up at 3:30 in the morning to start our challenge. The Rock wakes up at 3:30 in the morning. Man, when I thought about making this video, I said, man, The Rock's routine is going to be good. Then I saw that he woke up at 3:30 and I said, hold on, man. I tried to open my eyes, my own eyes. It was around 3:20 and I spent about 10 minutes lying in my bed thinking about whether I was going to record this video or not. Man, I woke up here, Barrows, with thoughts in my head about giving up. I'll record it on Monday. I'll leave it for next week. Man, it's really tough here because, dude, I'm so tired. No, I've never woken up this early in my life. Dude, it's 3:30 in the morning. Well, not really morning. It's the middle of the night, man. It's anything but morning. Basically, he has this idea that he likes to wake up earlier than everyone else because that kind of gives him control over the day. It's that saying, work while they sleep, because, man, if I wake up earlier than everyone else, then I'm ahead of everyone, you know? But then, man, it doesn't really make much sense because, come on, you're going to sleep earlier than everyone else, so... like that. But according to some interviews, The Rock says he only sleeps 5 hours a day.
I average probably about 5 hours of sleep.
And come on, the guy is 53 years old.
Isn't it time to get some sense, bro?
You gotta go to bed at 7 post-meridian, watch soap operas, wake up early. Sure, waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning, but 3:30 is just crazy. But this is where an advantage starts because no one interrupts you. One of the things that really messes up a lot of people's routines is the fact that others interrupt your routine, but if you wake up at this time, no one will do that. So if things go wrong, you're the only one to blame. But before we move on to the next part, let's drink some water. When we drink water right after we wake up, man, basically we wake up. It's like telling your stomach, hey, we're awake. Drinking water while fasting is great. I'm doing it. Marcos, what's in your hand? What is this? It's soldiers, okay? And at 3:40 for The Rock, silence is very important, plus focus. It's like a moment of reflection to organize the day and keep the mind clear. Because the first hours of the day are kind of what will define your day. So for The Rock, it's very important for you to stay in silence to think about what you're going to do in your day, to organize it. So I'm going to stay here for a few minutes thinking about what I have to do today, and then I'll write it down on my board. While I was thinking about my day, I remembered a comment. In the last video, the guy films his routine and calls it a challenge.
Me trying to unlock my channel's secret.
So shout out to Arduin. And if you want to appear in the next video, just make the most creative comment related to this video here. And The Rock says that this time of day is the only moment that's 100% his. It's a moment with no meetings, no messages, it's just you and your mind. I get that this is much more important for him than it is for me, for example, because man, he's probably the kind of person who has someone by his side 24 hours a day since he's such a public figure. Then he goes off to make movies and all that, you know. There must be people with him all the time, sending him messages. Well, I'm alone, so it's a bit different. It's a sensitive topic for me. I have a monthly planning board here, but there's not much on it because I was supposed to start yesterday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. So I lied to myself, so there are some things I added, but basically today is the second Thursday. And I work with video editing, and today I have 3 videos to edit, which is 1 long video and 2 short ones. I'm going to organize today's schedule and see what we'll do, so let's get started. In little boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I can add box 5. Let's see what we can do. I want to go to the gym, train too, and I can't forget to take my whey creatine. And now let's get to our work, which is video editing. I'll put here the first long edit, the second video I'm going to edit will be a short one, and the third will also be a short one. Here's how our day and Thursday will go. Although it's empty, I usually organize it at the start of the month, but I did it this way to keep my information secure. You know, it wasn't because I forgot or got lazy yesterday to organize my month. It wasn't that, but it really helps me a lot to stay organized, okay? I'll put the link in the description for anyone interested. It's Borgolha. I forgot to do something. April. Just a reminder, April 8th is Daddy Marvin's birthday, okay? Add April 8th to your calendar. CANALMARVIN's birthday. I want a great birthday message in my Instagram DMs, CANALMARVIN. If not, I'll have to delete my channel. And at 4 in the morning, The Rock has a little coffee. The Rock says that while he's having coffee, he likes to play a few games of Clash Royale. And man, I get him because on April 2nd, I dropped the new joke basically for The Rock. This is an activation ritual. It's not really about the coffee, but it helps you get moving because of the coffee. It will wake you up, and morning is the best time to energize yourself because doing this in the afternoon or at night can mess up your sleep. Morning gives you a real boost. But there's a problem. I no longer drink coffee. That sentence was impactful. Anyone who knows me knows. Let me grab a white t-shirt. Wait, anyone who knows me knows I've always been a fan of coffee. Oh, I'm going to work out there, coffee. I'm going to work out here, coffee. But I changed that because now I'm taking pre-workout. It's much better. Well, basically, I'm taking this 300-gram pre-workout from Soldier. Just letting you know, okay? Now, Marvin is partnered with Soldier. And I'll be honest, I had never tried pre-workout before, but when I did, it's really good. Because this stuff gives you coffee's energy and benefits, but without the side effects like diarrhea. So I went to my kitchen and grabbed a shaker. Zika, my son, your dad is sponsored now, so I went there and got some cold water, you know? Basically, I use about 200 ml of water. The stuff even came, no, wait a second, I have to say this. The stuff even came with a little container to store it. So if I want to take pre-workout at the gym. Yeah. And I didn't know much about pre-workout, you know? I was never into taking it. I've always preferred coffee, but the one I got tastes like Swiss lemonade. One scoop is like lemon juice. If I add vodka, I could make a great caipirinha, but it would really get your heart racing. I don't recommend mixing it. Marvin told me to mix it and the guy landed in the hospital. 2 scoops. I'd never tried pre-workout before, but when I did, it was life-changing. Smells like lemon juice. Want some? Just a reminder, okay? If you buy any Soldier's product, which is the cheapest supplement brand in Brazil, and use my code MARV, you get 5% off. So if it's 50 bucks, then you use Marvin, man. You'll clean out the store. Ah, you're really good. In my opinion, man, about pre-workout, I used to be really prejudiced because I thought, man, coffee already does that, and coffee is a more natural thing. I'm going to vent now. I used to drink coffee and every time I worked out I had to poop at the gym. Anyone who sees me at the gym recognizes me. Sometimes a guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, are you the one who records videos?" I said, "Yeah, that's me, that's cool." So if he sees this video, he'll think he just pooped at the gym, right? And just a reminder, it's 4 in the morning and there are neighbors at the window, so I can't be yelling too much. And it's pouring outside, man. It's raining a lot. Listen to the sound of the rain. Listen to the sound of the rain. It's nice. I pretend to drink coffee while recording, though it's not part of my routine. Basically, I act like I'm having coffee while looking at the sun. I'm not even having coffee, I'm not even looking at the sun. It's 4:15 like The Rock. He does cardio for 30 to 50 minutes. Since I'm a guy who's on average not the most dedicated in the world, but I'm not lazy either, so let's go with 40 minutes of cardio, and obviously he puts it as 30 to 50 minutes, right? He doesn't set a fixed amount because, you know, he's an actor, you never know what might happen, so there might be days when he'll do 30 because of time, and that's fine too. It's helpful to note this difference. Even if it's 30 minutes instead of 50 for a reason, that's fine. Also, The Rock. He does fasted cardio, which is really good, especially for us, you know what I mean? Defined enough to keep track of the time. I'll be bringing my watch the day and all that. This is where he tracks the kilometers. What's this stuff I did? All these little details? And The Rock says this clears his mind before the chaos. His life must be hectic, so mornings are likely his only peaceful time. Even then, he starts the day focusing on his mind and discipline. But how will I do this? If the world is falling apart, like I said, it's raining, I can't show you because it's dark, but listen to the sound. One thing that made me stick to the challenge was that when I woke up and saw it was raining, I thought, damn, because I knew there was a cardio session during the day. Man, it's 40 minutes running, 40 minutes in the rain. But then I stopped to think and said, okay, is this The Rock's routine? If The Rock wakes up one day and it's raining, he won't walk on the street, he won't run on the street. If I see this with The Rock, I'm gonna say, at the very least, I'll have to say something about it. So I said, okay, if it's to follow The Rock's routine, let's go along with it. And if it's raining, obviously he'll keep living his life. His life doesn't depend on whether it's sunny or not, you know? And that's actually gonna be cool. You know why? It's gonna make me more old school. If it were a regular run on my usual day, which I considered, I'd wear a tank top. But since it's raining and it's the middle of the night and we also don't know who's wandering the streets at this hour, which is dangerous, we can't risk it. Also, The Rock is huge compared to us. If I show up, someone might say, whoa, this guy is skinny as a rail. So I wear my sweatshirt and beanie to set the vibe. The Rock gets it too. Man, The Rock likes to run in a sweatshirt. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with him. Hey, The Rock, I could introduce you. I don't know. Soldier's clothes, soldier's tank top, and the kit I'm taking. Let me show you. I'm taking this bag. It's an old bag I didn't even use. I'm bringing my Timo wallet, and I'm not talking about Corinthians, please. I'm also bringing my headphones, right? So we can listen. That depressing song where we're the big bad wolf, and I don't know, there's someone jinxing our success. He doesn't want me to win, but I'm going to win. Nonsense. There's no one. Stop thinking you're the clown of the group, and also the microphone, right guys? I have to record this, right? It's not enough just to live it. Honestly, I'd follow this routine even without recording the video. I definitely wake up at 3:30 anti-meridium.
34:45, I'm doing some sort of cardio. Open these garage doors. It's still dark outside.
It's 4:45 a.m. It's still dark outside. Look at that. The lights just went out, and I'm getting ready to kill this AM cardio. You can't even see me, but it's going to be so good. It's bad.
So clock's on and let's get started. Yeah guys, I imagine the quality must be terrible right now. Everything's dark. That's because of my mayor. You know, there's no power here. I just left the house and ran a bit late because I was recording and getting things ready. I didn't leave at 4:15, but I've set the clock to keep track of time. Ah, Marco, but it wasn't raining, Venus. I don't know. It's raining now, but it's just a drizzle that I saw. It's fine. Just put on a hoodie and a beanie. I don't need an umbrella, no, but if it gets heavier, man, if it gets heavier, then yeah. And it's weird because in theory it seems simple. Oh, it's just running in the rain. But in practice, your body keeps trying to convince you to stop the whole time. And this is where most people give up. It's not when it's impossible, it's when it's uncomfortable. And I thought about stopping like 3 times, seriously, because that's when that thought starts to come. This doesn't even make sense. No one is watching now, and I'm recording this for a video, but he does it with no camera and no audience. For me, it's a test, but for him, it's just routine. And the feeling I was having, besides being tired, was cold, I was wet, with no motivation at all, but I was going, which is the most important thing. I just put my phone here and I thought it was funny. Here's the thing. Normally, I record these videos in public, not really in public, but outside the house, when I go for a walk, when I go train. I've always been a guy who's not ashamed, but I record secretly, you know? I'm not the kind of guy who can just put a camera in the middle of everyone and start talking loudly. That's not me. Here's a tip if you have a YouTube channel and want to record in public. In a place like this, I could do a podcast, but mornings are noisy with buses and people. Now it's empty. It's kind of funny. When I woke up in bed, to be honest, for me, that's my biggest regret. And it's always like that, because you'll always regret not doing something, you'll never regret doing it.
Nunca na minha vida que eu ia acordar, sei lá, fazer cardio, treinar.
After saying, man, I regret going to train, I regret going for a run, dude, that's impossible, but it's much more likely you'll regret something like, man, I didn't go train. Obviously, I think it's a really crazy routine, man. For you to wake up at 3:30 in the morning because to have energy during the day, you need to sleep about 7 hours, otherwise it's pointless. If you wake up at 3:30 in the morning, by noon, you're already sleeping. I'm recording my video here, but remember, some people start work at 4 a.m. Appreciate them and those working from home too. Now I'm heading home to do a quick sprint. When it was time to leave, I ran back faster, not from discipline, but just to escape the rain quickly. Hey guys, I breathed wrong here. Oh man, my stomach really hurts. It's that pain from breathing wrong, you know? I have a deviated septum, so I don't breathe properly. That's why I was never into running. I'm doing what I can. I'm home now, and it's funny. I forgot to describe a feeling. When you wake up at 5 in the morning and go for a run, you see the sun rising, but here the sun doesn't even threaten to come up at that hour. The sun isn't even close to rising, so like it feels like it's 10 at night and I'm running. Oh man, just talking about what I see most on the street. I work at a gas station and I see a lot of vans and buses, so it's the guys who are going to work at a factory, a regular job, and it's 4 in the morning. Man, the quality is terrible. My god, the guy has a high quality camera, but look at this video for anyone who wants to know. This is how it turned out. The total time was 44 minutes, 4 kilometers were covered, alright? I'm going to finish up here, my heart rate, see? Everything so you guys know because it's not a lie. Now we have to run, you know? Just a reminder, his routine has a strict schedule, but since I'm recording here and talking, it ends up getting a bit delayed. By now, I should already be eating my post-workout meal, but we adapt. Well, the next step for The Rock is the famous breakfast. And The Rock follows a saying, food is fuel, you know? So he doesn't see it like, damn, I'm going to enjoy some McDonald's, man. Food is fuel, and he doesn't eat light. Basically, he eats to perform. So it's 2 scrambled eggs, a fruit, and in this case, I chose a banana. We also have oatmeal with milk here. This here is a different mix that I hadn't tried before, and the most unusual thing for me is a steak. The guy eats a steak for breakfast. Obviously for Americans it's normal to eat meat, it's bacon for breakfast, but for me it's weird. But it's really good too because man, this is pure protein, so it's going to satisfy us. Let's give it a try. I made everything myself and it took some time. I'll try the egg. If I can't make an egg, unsubscribe. The egg is good. Now let's see if the steak is good. Look, it's good. You have to chew the steak a lot before swallowing, which feels funny, like being at a barbecue. Let's see if this helps my workout, right? Because normally when I do cardio before my workout, I end up doing a softer workout, a lighter one. I use up all my strength running, so man, I did 4 Kia and let's see if this will bring my strength back.
And this breakfast, even though it's really good, it's a weird feeling like I just woke up and I'm already eating as if I'm at a barbecue.
But it makes sense.
Right, The Rock, like 2 meters tall and 200 kilos, I have to keep up somehow finishing it here.
First, the steak and egg were really good. There's just this piece of fat left because I didn't want to eat it. Funny enough, there was a whole line of fat, but this is the one I noticed. I'm gonna check how this porridge turned out, bro. It's the best thing in the world. If I put some sugar in here, it would be really good. I think it's tasty here, huh?
And now, yeah, this looks more like a normal breakfast. If this is gonna give me Dwayne Johnson's physique, man, I'll be making this again tomorrow, huh?
It's finally getting lighter, right? Now it really looks like morning. Man, it's a really beautiful day, you know? It's colorful, it's blue, but you guys can't see it, right? Too bad for you. I had breakfast, feel energized, and now I'm getting ready for our workout.
I do this, and then I have breakfast, and then I do all my training and conditioning in a gym for about an hour, and then I go to the set.
And the next step for The Rock is heavy training. In my opinion, I'm not a big fan of working out with food in my stomach. To be honest, it's not really recommended either. It's better not to work out on an empty stomach, eat an hour or two before. But in my research there,
He has his breakfast.
half an hour later, he's already working out. So let's keep going. Today is a day of chest.
You didn't know? Yesterday was chest day. I just found out when I bought the shirt.
According to The Rock, working out is his daily anchor. No matter the day, Monday, Friday, Sunday, or Saturday, he works out every day. He says he works out both his body and his mind in one place.
I live down here in South Florida. It's hurricane season. Focus. But when it's time to go to the gym, we got to get to the gym. And there ain't no stopping. Me too.
I agree with The Rock on that, you know? For me, the gym, I was even talking to my friends about this the other day. It feels like the gym has become part of my personality. It's weird to say that. I don't know if that's good, but it seems like it has. I can't imagine my life without working out.
And here's some information about The Rock. He actually has his own gym called Iron Paradise.
It's basically a mobile gym because of his job, right? Since he's an actor, sometimes he's filming in Florida, sometimes he's filming in Chira, in Chique, Bahia. It's a mobile gym. He brings the equipment wherever he goes.
That is to the shoots.
So he keeps training no matter where he is. Man, and it's crazy because it's a truck that carries like a bunch of equipment. And he says, I'm gonna make a movie now, 40 days of shooting in Florida. He takes several tons of equipment, gets there, sets up his gym, and that's it. He trains every day.
Is one big? Finally, it is my last day of shooting Skyscraper here in Vancouver. It's been an incredible experience. One of the anchors that makes the experience so special is every morning of get up and I come here to my Iron Paradise. There's over 40,000 pounds of twisted steel, sex appeal, and heartache. Message of gratitude to the small group who sets this gym up every location. I mean, trainer crews. This is a lot of stuff to move around and set up. I'm a pain because I insist the energy must flow a certain way and you can't hold your head like that. Huge hassle, but thank you all, you're my anchor. Training in a gym like this removes all excuses and gets me to work, so thanks, my anchor. Much love, thank you.
When it rains, you skip training and make excuses. That guy bought himself a mobile gym, but I still think Dwayne Johnson messed up, right? Because man, nowadays there's Gene Pass, Total Pass. I think he could have just paid for a plan, right? He didn't need to buy an entire gym.
Let's train chest, triceps, and shoulders now.
I think I'm going to train well today, mostly because of my diet, and I'm also going to train with headphones. This one here is the QCYT 13.
Basically, it's the headphones I used for cardio, and it's the headphones I'm going to use for training. I use them for everything.
Its battery is great. I like sharing small things since many people say, Marvel, you need headphones to train. So you never train without headphones? Let's work out now. Chest, triceps, shoulders. Now I'm walking in the same spot I was when it was dark. I forgot that just hours ago it was pitch black here. It feels like I was just here yesterday. Weird feeling. PAUCAS.
If you do anything, you'll never want to do anything half-baked, especially when it comes to training. Go in, be intense, execute, and then get out.
Now comes the part everyone claims to do, but few actually do. Training when you have energy is easy, but training after waking up early, already tired, and with food in your body is another challenge. That's when the game changes, and I think it's not even the workout itself that's hard, but actually getting started, because until you get here, fill up your bottle, get into the rhythm, it takes a while.
An absurd laziness, but after I started,
It feels like the body really accepts it.
And that
Like, we're already here, so let's get going, and there's not much of a secret here. It's repetition, doing the basics, doing it well, and that's what The Rock has been doing for years. He doesn't have a special workout, he just keeps going, and by the end, you feel like you've accomplished something.
I'm going to do this. I need to stay focused and give my best effort to do the job right.
I just finished a tough workout, guys. Honestly, I didn't give it my all, but I didn't slack off either. I think the steak and especially the egg helped me a lot. Over there, he cuts it, right? I couldn't film much, man. It's because, like, I'm kind of shy about filming in public. Honestly, I didn't bring a tripod for the triceps or shoulder equipment and just thought, forget it. Honestly, I love that I already worked out. It's just after 7 and I finished training. Now I have the whole day starting at 8 to do whatever I want. The pump kicked in, see? I'm pumped up. But don't stare too long, okay? That's probably why The Rock is bald. He's just too happy. Feeling good. Heading home now. It's 8 a.m. Workout's done. The sky looks wild. Now I'm refilling this bottle since I finished it during the workout. I aim to drink 1 bottle each in the morning, afternoon, and night for anyone wondering. This one's from Soldiers. It holds 1.8 liters and it's perfect because, man, I've already tried smaller bottles, but the problem with smaller bottles is that you have to keep refilling them all the time. You have to keep filling up those 500 ml, 700 ml bottles. It's fine, but then you drink it, take 3 sips, and it's gone. I've tried bottles holding 2.5 liters, 3 and 2.2, but that's too much. It feels like I'm working out with a water jug. The Rock says after a workout, it's time for the post-workout meal. Apparently, The Rock knows how to use pre and post, right? And for The Rock, this moment now, the post-workout, when we recover what we lost during the workout, also comes along with the mindset of the present moment. I've already done the hardest part of the day, we've already done cardio, worked out, eaten well, and now all that's left is to work and then rest, and it's still just after 7 in the morning. And that's a thought I really like because you have to get your things done, but thinking like, damn, am I gonna have to fit the gym into this? I haven't worked out yet and still have to do this or that. It's tough, man. So the fact that you get everything done in the morning, there's no way around it, and you can't go wrong either. And for post-workout, nothing better than a fruit, which is a banana, and we're gonna have our whey and creatine. I'll add 200 ml of milk to the shaker, which is easy since it has measurement marks, and I'll be honest with you, usually when I get back from training, I like to eat a lot because there's that thing about post-workout, you need to eat well, you know? Otherwise, you'll catabolize. The Rock's routine doesn't include eating steak with rice again after training, for example. That was after the run. So I think if it were up to me, I would change the order a bit. I would run, train, and then eat that meal. I don't know if I would eat in the middle there. But anyway, we're following the guy, right? Sometimes he has his own reasons, but we're gonna stick with it. This 100% pure concentrated whey from Seoul is one of the top choices. It's vanilla flavored since I drink whey with milk. And vanilla flavor for me is the best because sometimes you get one with a flavor that's a bit too sweet. So for me, man, vanilla is always better. I'm gonna put in 2 scoops, 1, 2. Oh, just letting you know, this whey is the concentrated kind, so it's like the top one, you know? Whey has a few classifications, like there's the regular whey, there's concentrated whey, there's isolated whey, and the purity of the whey increases. It's kind of like that. This is one of the best, just over 100 at Seoul, but they also have $1.50 whey. That's the same price as your greasy pizza. You're not gonna have whey just one day like pizza, you're gonna have whey every day throughout the month. This guy's kidding, right? And let's check out this creatine here too that I found. This jar from Soldiers, man. I thought it looked really cool, honestly. Look at this, man, all white and everything. I thought it was awesome. If it was just about the price, the jar wouldn't be a problem either, guys. Hold on, okay, let's go. I'll add some, then a bit more from another since I need 5 grams of creatine. Not sure, you know? Done. Man, this is how you mix whey like a man. Look, that's it. I see that The Rock really likes this thing with protein and fruit. So like in most of his meals, he's always including some kind of protein and then some fruit. This man is really good, man. Done. After our post-workout, it's time for a shower in The Rock. He has the perfect shower routine, and as you know, I'm the top content creator for perfect routines. I've done morning, night, afternoon, and even imperfect routines. And the thing is, it's not perfectly perfect to say you should only take cold showers or to say you should only take hot showers. In the perfect morning routine, it talks about taking a cold shower, which is good and wakes you up, but in the perfect night routine, it says it's good to take a hot shower to slow your body down. And The Rock does exactly that, man. He takes a cold shower in the morning to wake up, a warm one in the afternoon, and a hot shower at night. He gradually raises the temperature during the day and automatically winds his body down. So the hot shower routine starts to wake you up and then to relax your muscles later. And that's perfect, you know? There's no such thing as, oh, I only take cold showers. If you're going to sleep at 11 o'clock, you need to shower at 10. If you take a cold shower, it's gonna wake you up, man. That's a fact. So you can't stick to something fixed. You have to keep adapting. And just a reminder, The Rock takes 3 showers a day, okay? I'm telling you, you'll never see the guy smelling bad. But with that water bill, man, he has to make at least 3 grand net. I'm not even going to complain about filming myself in the shower anymore because it's become a habit. It's normal now. I'm also not going to complain about cold showers. Like, I'm not taking cold showers in my life lately. I'm taking them every day, or when I wake up, I'm actually enjoying a warm shower. But also, man, it's not something that hurts me more than life and Corinthians game. Where from? Nothing hurts me more than that. Damn, is it cold? That cold shower was really freezing. It's funny. When I take a hot shower, it's hard to get out. I spent half an hour in the shower, but now I only take cold showers, 5 minutes, the perfect shower, and after that cold shower, gym, whey, creatine. Now we have 3 videos to edit, and after all this routine, at 8 o'clock The Rock starts working, then his job as an actor begins. Obviously, right? Which is filming the series, the movies, and obviously my job isn't that, okay? Like, I don't know if you know, but I'm not an actor. Basically, I work with video editing, okay? So I'm going to work with video editing here as if I were working with... Anyway, you get the idea. And The Rock's mentality is that when he starts working, he's already ahead of everyone because he's already trained and already conquered the morning, already did everything that needed to be done. Now it's just work. I have to admit I'm a little hungry, man. Because, man, I trained a lot. My stomach wanted more, but I only had whey and creatine. All right, see you. Do you want to say hi in the video, Grandpa? Say hi, Mark, that's it. Now I'm gonna work, let's go. All right, while The Rock is out there filming movies, doing action scenes, I'm here opening premiere. There are no explosions or cinema cameras here, but there are deadlines, which can be even scarier sometimes. In the end, it's still work. Only the setting changes, but the responsibility stays the same. Also, I have hair, okay? That's something The Rock won't be able to imitate. I've been working with editing for almost 6 years now. It's one of my jobs besides YouTube. I talk more about this nerdy side. If you're a nerd about editing, cameras, video, I have a channel where I talk only about that, which is the MARVIN channel, okay? A lot of people must think, man, Marvin, you have so many videos. And it's true. Today I have a lot of work. But I can, man, edit fast, mostly because I'm recording now, so I don't get distracted, you know? I'm focused on my routine, and I also have an editing pack that helps me work faster. For those who work with editing, if you work with editing, I really recommend it. I'll be leaving the link in the description, okay? That's it. Now I'm going to work here. And even though The Rock and I are completely different people, we have something in common. For example, in his job, there's a camera filming him, and in the video I'm editing, he was filmed by a camera, so The Rock and I are basically the same person. And now, at 10:30, we have The Rock's second meal. Here we have meat, rice, sweet potato, and salad. The Rock's mindset when it comes to eating now is to keep his energy steady throughout the whole day. Basically, The Rock, he's a guy who doesn't wait to get hungry to eat, you know? After a little while, he eats again. After a little while, he eats again. Obviously, the amount he has in his bank account allows him to eat every 3 hours, no problem, you know? He doesn't have to eat lunch at noon and then wait until 6 to eat again, you know? I honestly never exaggerate in these videos, you know? I always say what I'm really feeling. I was able to work a lot more today. Obviously, I think it's because of the routine or maybe the mindset or the fact that I'm recording, but I didn't have any distractions, you know? My phone wasn't a distraction and I was hungry while working, so here's lunch. Meat, rice, salad, and sweet potato. My idea of perfection. It's really good. I'll eat while on my phone watching a video, boosting my dopamine since The Rock never mentions that. He doesn't let me. This routine is really intense, but there's someone I know who has a much tougher routine, and this person is 76 years old, which would be Mr. Raimundo, also known as my grandfather. While I was eating, he walked by and I had to interview him. What time do you wake up every day? 5 o'clock in the morning, and what do you do when you wake up? I wash my face, and then I go for a walk, and then I have breakfast, and then I do some cleaning, and then that's it. And what time do you go to sleep? 9 p.m. I'm going to make a video testing Mr. Raimundo's routine, and it's funny because every part of this challenge was a bit hard to accomplish. Running in the rain, working out without pre-workout, eating a steak for breakfast, but this was the most satisfying part because I was starving. Lunch finished, it was really good, and honestly it just confirms what I said about protein. Always in this second meal, he really likes to include it, right? A potato, some rice, a salad, but there has to be meat, chicken, or fish. He never leaves that out. The Rock is intense, and doing this morning routine, you can see that The Rock, he doesn't depend on motivation, he only depends on his routine, on his discipline. Because honestly, I did this once, man, it's really exhausting. Like, for me to get out of bed, my friend, now, to do it every day. The Rock is not someone you can compare to. Monday to Friday, okay. Saturday and Sunday, you rest without training, not every day. The training routine, running on the street, and that explains a lot about the fact that he's 53 years old and he's still in that shape. That's why I say it again and again, if you don't move at all, don't exercise, don't train, don't do any cardio, right now it's fine, because I imagine there are a lot of young people watching me. So man, right now you can play soccer, right now you can run, go up some stairs, but bro, just imagine how sad, honestly, that painful feeling. You're 50 years old and you're all messed up. I mean, you can't walk, you can't run. Then you look to your side and there's a guy like The Rock at 50 years old in shape, able to do whatever he wants in life, nothing stopping him. Man, wow, it must be a feeling. Damn, bro, the guy's the same age as me and I can't even imagine how sad that must be. But now, whether this routine was really worth it or not, goodbye.